Texas holdem. Now here's a form of poker that was invented by the cowboys in Texas way back in 1850. You can only seat 7 people in a 5-card draw poker game because if they all take 5 cards and they draw 3 or 4 cards, you don't have enough cards left in the deck. You can only have 7 people at a stud poker game. If they all stay into the end, you got 7 players with 7 cards, and that's 49 cards. There's your whole deck. But in this game, 23 people can play in the same pot. That's why most holdem tables in Las Vegas are 11-seat tables. You get 2 cards, he gets 2 cards, he gets 2 cards, he gets 2 cards, he gets 2 cards, and the dealer then flops 3 cards in front of him, then another card, and then another card. So there'll be 5 cards face up, and these 5 go with your 2 cards, they go with his 2 cards, they go with his 2 cards. They're called community cards or common cards. Now, let me show you how this game goes. First of all, the dealer deals 2 cards to everybody at the table, and he always starts dealing at his left, especially in this game right now because the button is here on my right. So everybody gets a chance to go last in this game. At the end of this hand, the button will go here, and that person will be first, and the next hand, the button will go here, and that person will be first. So everybody gets a chance to be first and last, and in this game, the person that's first usually has to blind, and the sign on top will say if it's $1 blind, a $2 blind. So this guy here, before he even looks at his cards, has to blind $1. He's got to put out, that's like putting out the ante for everybody, okay? Because there'll be no low card face up in this game like there is in 7-card stud. The dealer deals 2 cards to everybody at the table, and we start with this gentleman here, and he looks at his 2 cards. He's got a pair of kings. Whoa, but he's the blind. So the betting actually starts with this man here. What does he got? Pair of 4s. Now, would you call this for this dollar with a pair of 4s? You darn right you would. This man here, he's got a big ace. You'd call that. It's only $1. What the heck? There's still 5 cards to come. 2 big cards like that, you call $1. Texas holdem. 2 big cards like that and suited, both clubs, you'd call $1. And a pair of jacks, that's worth a raise. That's worth a couple of dollars, at least a $1 raise. Nobody's been raising in front of you. Now this guy looks at his hand, 2 little diamonds, possible straight flush. He'll call that $2. Now this gentleman here, he might just re-raise and make it 3. Why not? Big pair of kings like that, sitting in seat 1. This guy calls the raise. This guy calls the raise. This guy calls the raise. This guy calls the raise, and he's already in 2, so it's only 1 to him. And this guy was in for 2, only 1 more to him. That's the first round of betting. The dealer takes all that money, puts it in the pot. He burns a top card, and he flops 3 cards right here in front of him. Now, the button is here, so this man is first to act, and look at this. This guy's got 3 kings. Is that worth a $4 bet? I'm talking about a little game now, $1 to $4. Okay, he puts out $4. Now, a pair of 4s, why not play for $4? He might get another 4. There's still 2 cards to come up here. Big ace and 3 big diamonds. He just might call that. It's worth it. 2 diamonds here and a big ace of diamonds there. He's got 2 pair. He might even raise with 2 pair. Let's make it 8. All right. Oh, big raise. Well, this guy's got a pair of queens. He might just call that $8. Why not? This guy with a pair of jacks, he'll call that $8. There's 5, 6, 7, $8. And this gentleman here, he's only got $5. And he's all in, and the dealer will say he's all in. Now, you're invited to play the rest of the hand. Now, this man, he'll call a $4 raise. I don't think he'll re-raise in this case. This gentleman here will call the raise. This gentleman here calls the raise. And because he only had $5, there'll now be a side pot. The dealer will take $5 from this gentleman here and $5 from this gentleman here, and that goes into the big pot. $5 from this gentleman here, $5 from this gentleman here, $5 from this hand here, $5 from this hand here, and the rest of this now goes into a side pot. All right? Now, that's the button, of course. Now, this gentleman cannot win that pot, but these guys can keep on betting, and he still gets his cards right through to the end. Dealer burns a card, turns 1 more over. Oh, big 4. Buttons here. He's first to act. 3 kings. At least get some money in a pot. Put out $4. He's got 3 4s now. I'll call him. Well, he might even make it 8 now. Make it $8. Why not? Let's get some money in a pot. This is going to be a hell of a pot. Look at this. 1 more diamond. He's got an ace-high diamond straight flush. Straight. He'll call $8. Still got his 2 pair. Hey, it's worth $8. He'll call $8. This guy here's got queen, pair of queens, and only 3 clubs with 1 card to go. I think at this point he'd throw in his hand. I don't think he has any possible chance of winning, so he's out of the action. Pair of jacks. He might just call the $8. This guy's all in, so this all goes in to the side pot. Remember, this is the main pot. So all this money goes into the side pot. Now here it is, the last card. Dealer turns it up. It's a 7. Pair of 7s on board. This destroy the rest of the deck. Here's a full house, and he bets $4. Dealer gives him $1 change from the side pot. This guy, pair of 3 4s. He's got a full house. He'll call that $4. Side pot. Dealer will give him change. At this point, he'll throw away his hand. He didn't make that flush. Just keep the rest of your money. He's only got 4 diamonds. It was worth a try, though. 2 pair, kings and queens. He can't have 3 pair. He'll throw away his hand. He can't stand the action. A pair of jacks. He'll throw away his hand. He can't stand the action. And this guy down here, he's all in for this pot here. Now, what happened? He bet and he called him, so he's the guy that's got to show his hand. Now, remember, these cards were down, and always protect your cards at all times. So now he turns up his full house. Well, he knows he can't beat him. He can't beat him. He's got a smaller full house, so he doesn't have to show his hand. He just throws his hand in. Now this guy here, remember those are face down. He turns over his hand. He's got a diamond flush. A diamond flush. But it doesn't beat this man's full house. So this guy here gets all the money. Give him the money, man. He's a winner. That's called Texas Hold'em, and people like it because in 7-card stud, in the little game, you get 3 cards down and 1 card up for 50 cents, don't you? All right, 3 cards free, down, 7-card stud, 1 card up. In this game, you get 2 cards down, and then they flop 3 cards for $1. You get to see 5 cards for $1. Man, you might already have a full out. That's why pros like this game. They get to see more cards right at the start.